Power Girl issue 9. Leah Williams writing with Eduardo Pansica on the art.
It started strong, and I knew what Leah Williams was trying to do with Paige and Power Girl and defining her. However, with all of the, not even the events, it seems to be circulating whatever Superman's doing, and it's telling that story. So in an effort to make Paige stand on her own, they kind of handcuffed her to the ongoings of the Superman family at this point, which is kind of a disappointment. But this issue is pretty entertaining. It picks up with Paige meeting Crush and realizing that she's Lobo's daughter, and Crush being like, "Wait, Lobo was here? What do you mean there's other Zarnians? We're the last ones." And as they're having this conversation, there's this creepy bald guy, kind of Luthor-esque, peeking around the corner, and it's using the same dialogue boxes as the, what was that called? Like the Kryptonian Matrix thing. I forget the name of it. But it's poking around saying if it should intervene and help Paige or just stay in the shadows, and it decides to stay in the shadows. So Crush introduces Paige to the rest of her like little biker gang, and we find out they're the Holiday Girls, who are the concept. I don't know if it's been used in a while, but they are almost the sorority that Diana falls in with when she had first came to Man's World with Etta Candy, and that they seem to know Etta, and that they're on their ride with Crush. And that she is an initiate and almost like to their biker gang. So it's a little weird that Etta Candy's, Holiday Girls are a biker gang, but we'll just, accept that and move on. So they go into this bar to try to figure out everything that's going on. At the same time, the Zarnians had taken that nano, gun from Brainiac, and instead of shrinking things, it starts taking technology. And yeah, you remember in Transformers, Pete? How well do you remember the '07 Michael Bay Transformers?
I mean, we did them all last year on Ace, so probably better than I should.
So you remember when they used the Synergon, thing to bring new things to life, and they all become these little evil, these little evil devices.
Oh yeah, the Allspark turns an Xbox 360 into a little robot. There you go.
Yeah. That's what this nanogun kind of does. It brings technology to life in, kind of maximum overdrives it. So one of the Zarnians shoots this big, like, I'm guessing it's supposed to be like an animatronic robot of a burger boy, a Big Belly Burger. It brings it to life, and it starts causing chaos through the city. It takes, they shoot like an arcade, and it turns all of those arcade devices. So think like the Time Crisis gun or the Guitar Hero guitar. It also turns these into nano blasters. And they start using this to just cause chaos across Metropolis. Paige and the Holiday Girls and Crush start to intervene. There's a fight in the bar where it brings the cash register and the soda gun that they fill up the things with, the carbonated gun, to life. And it starts to not go in their way when one of the guns, a stray shot from the gun turns the Holiday Girls motorcycles into like this blob of just twisted metal. And it ends up sealing the bar, and it seals Paige and Crush away from the Holiday Girls, effectively turning the Holiday Girls into hostages. While they're locked in there, Paige and Crush take out that giant Burger Boy animatronic, and they end up getting into the bar using Paige's heat vision. Crush goes in there, sees that they have the Holiday Girls as hostages, and basically the club leader tells her that she's a prospect. She's the club president. You have to retreat. As Paige is holding the door open through the heat vision. So Crush ends up leaving, but not before the full motorcycle monster thing closes again. and they essentially go out and about that. Paige figures that, well, while they have the hostages, they can't go anywhere either. There's no way out. So they can go out and try to handle the ongoings of the city and try to clean it up a little bit. Because Paige knows what, how they're going to take care of this. As they fly off, the what was this thing called? It was the lion guy, but it's not coming up now. He ends up having some of the Brainiac material starts to malfunction, and it starts going haywire. And the lion guy, the Kryptonian Matrix thing, essentially it boils down to him saying that he'll not allow any harm come to Power Girl because that privilege is mine. So essentially, he's going to side with Power Girl and crush, and to take out the Zarnians, so he can eventually take her for himself. Pretty solid issue. I wish it would get back to Paige, kind of define herself. I like the little 2-issue with Kara that was done in kind of the more fairy tale style. And here, of course, it's a tie-in, but it just feels, like I don't say it's a waste, but it just doesn't feel up to par to where the book has been. The art's pretty decent by Pansika. So, but Pansika's just, a journeyman kind of artist when it comes to this. So the designs look good, the layouts look good. But yeah, there's not much flash to it. So, I'll give this a 7 out of 10.